Claude Code has become one of the most powerful tools in my workflow, but it lives in a terminal, and I'm not a terminal person. So I started asking myself, what would it look like to build a dedicated IDE that's powerful, accessible, and thinks through the entire user experience? Here's my vision. I wanted it to be beautiful, but also functional. The palette is Anthropic's warm, earthy tones. The signature design element here is the notched container. Labels sit in the border, like ASCII boxes from the terminal era, but refined. If you've used any IDE, the layout will feel familiar. Navigation on the left, workspace in the middle, and Claude on the right, with the terminal at the bottom. The right side of the screen is where Claude lives. Multiple agents can run in parallel. You can see what each one is working on and how far along they are. All your / commands are right there. Interview mode is a click away. Claude can ask you questions to clarify your goals, saving you hours of rework time down the line. Next, the context graph. The context graph is where you can see and modify everything that Claude knows. How it talks to you, what tools it uses, skills that you're trying to keep sharp, your project's dependency graph, global preferences, and organizational standards. Project level context that Claude has learned automatically. It's all visible and editable. Most AI tools are reactive. You ask, they answer. But what if Claude could proactively surface things that are worth your attention? Anthropic's own research has found that its engineers are worried about skill atrophy, because the more the AI handles, the less you practice. And here's the thing, to actually use AI well, you actually need those skills. So I designed a system where you can tell Claude that you're concerned about maintaining or learning a specific skill. And sometimes, when you're working on something that uses it, Claude will suggest that you write that part manually. Not every time, just enough to keep that muscle alive. There's another piece to this that I'm calling live annotations. A lot of people are building with AI right now without necessarily understanding all of the tools that they're orchestrating with. Let's say you're a vibe coder who's never really learned how to use source control. You can ask Claude to explain it, and then instead of just telling you about it, it'll actually show you on the screen, walking you through what each button does and letting you learn by doing. It's an opportunity to actually understand what's happening under the hood and progress your skills over time. The true promise of AI is not just as a crutch, but as a way to augment and progress your superpowers. When you're working with Claude in a new domain, Claude can research best practices within that field and package it as a reusable skill file. Domain skills allows Claude to become an expert in nearly anything, whenever you need specialized knowledge. There are a lot of things that you do repeatedly: code reviews, security audits, deployment checks. Instead of prompting for them every time, you can save them as reusable workflows. This is also a space where you or Claude can build powerful agentic workflows using the Agents SDK, which unlocks a world of potential in an accessible way. You can have Claude build workflows for you. Just describe what you want, and even set up hooks and triggers so they run automatically whenever you need it. When you're working on a complex project with lots of possible paths forward, it helps to have a place to think. Scratchpad is an infinite canvas, sticky notes, reference links, but also live React components that you can prototype in place. Have Claude generate a few variations and see them side by side so you can quickly iterate visually. A lot of times when you're working with Claude on something big, you feel like you need to stay glued to the screen. This is a way to get some of that time back. You can step away, knowing you'll see at a glance if something needs you. I'm envisioning deeper integration with the Claude app. See your tasks, plans, and files. With iOS live activities and the dynamic island to see your activity at a glance. As AI accelerates work, there's a risk that it stops feeling like yours. You supervise and approve, but you don't feel ownership. The profile page is where you can see everything that you've accomplished with Claude, but the deeper part is the meta layer. Claude can reflect on your week and tracking the skills that you're developing, noting ways that you can keep going. It's Claude helping you see and advance your own trajectory. Claude is always happy to help, and this interface should be too. Well, there's my vision for a Claude Code IDE. Maybe if enough people care about this, I'll just finish building it myself. Check out the live demo in the description, and thank you for your time.